Welcome to Equal Entertainment. I'm Tracy E. Gilchrist. Big cuts announced today for the entertainment news sector. Paramount is shutting down MTV News. The division of Paramount Global is cutting its workforce by 25%. The network blamed economic headwinds. MTV News covered a range of topics from pop culture to politics and gained a following from younger audiences. But MTV News had already been significantly scaled down in recent years. Paramount Global is still reporting success in streaming. Live Nation is reporting record revenue despite controversy over how Ticketmaster operates. On top of that, the company also predicted record attendance for the year. Live Nation pulled in $3.1 billion in the first 3 months of the year. That's a staggering 73% increase over last year. More than 19 million people attended events in 45 countries during the reporting period. Congress is considering several bills that target its ticketing practices after a near meltdown over Taylor Swift sales in November. Jonathan Majors continues to fight allegations that he hit a woman in the face in March. We're learning more from a virtual hearing with Majors and the DA's office. We learned that the woman suffered a cut behind her ear after the March 25th incident, but Majors is also accused of pushing the woman into the side of a vehicle where she injured her arm and hand. Majors denies the allegations. The judge is keeping a protection order in place for his accuser. Majors recently saw his popularity in Hollywood rise with starring roles in Creed 3 and Ant-Man and the Wasp. The Netflix spin-off series Queen Charlotte has been a hit with Bridgerton fans. Out.com digital director Rafi Ermac was on the red carpet for the world premiere. We asked Out actor Golda Rosheuvel about the visibility and representation within the series.
So how does it feel to be here in present? The show's about to be put on the universe. We're going to see it.
It's incredible. I mean, in Bridgerton, we started in lockdown, so we never kind of got to do this wonderful chatting to you guys, having this experience and showing it to the world. So, yeah, this is really special.
And you were in the Out 100 last year. You're a lesbian icon.
I don't know about icon, but I am.
Yeah. What I love most about the Bridgerton series and the Bridgerton universe is how effortlessly diverse and inclusive it is without, making it like a point. It just is.
Yeah.
So does it feel to be a part of a project like that where people get to see themselves represented? It doesn't matter sexuality, race.
I think moving forward, especially in our industry, that's what we need to do. We have to tell those stories. The stories are out there, but I don't know whether there is an explanation that we need to give. Just have them on screen, just have us there being beautiful and angry and sexy and wearing amazing clothes. I think that's what we need to do for the future.
And I feel like Queen Charlotte, the first 2 seasons of Bridgerton, she's always been like a main star anyway, but now she's like the main star getting her own little season. So how does that feel, especially for you playing her shoes and getting like on the spotlight now? It's all for you.
It's humbling. It really is humbling. You hope that your work is enjoyed by people. You put it out there. But for Shonda and Netflix to come back and say, this is a real fan favorite, we'd really like to do a deep dive into this character, was a really humbling, pinch me moment. Yeah, I'm thrilled.
And without giving away anything or too much, what are you excited most for fans to see when Queen Charlotte finally comes out?
I think the intimacy that the show has. It shows a woman who is a mother, a woman at the beginning of her marriage, navigating the society that we know and love in Bridgerton, and that journey for her to the character that we know and love in Bridgerton.
Congratulations on the role. It's a big fan favorite, popular series. What I like most about the Bridgerton universe is that it's diverse and inclusive, but naturally so. Yeah. And it's not like forcing anything on your throat. It's not like agenda. It just naturally is. So it's like to be a part of a project where people from all sorts of places and backgrounds get to see themselves represented and feel seen on screen.
I mean, it's just an absolute joy, and I think it's probably what, alongside doing all the lovely work and trying to make everything truthful and persuasive and powerful and poignant. I think just being part of an ensemble that is doing representation justice is probably the thing that I'm most proud about, and I think we all share the same opinion. It's a brilliant thing, and we won't really see the effects of that representation for another 20 years or so, you know. But hopefully, I mean, you know, we're seeing diverse royalty, you know, in English history now. So, you know, that will be so powerful for people to see.
Queen Charlotte is streaming on Netflix now. And a new FX series will have you at the edge of your seat. Class of '09 follows a class of FBI agents who evolve inside the U.S. criminal justice system. I spoke to Kate Mara, Sepideh Moafi, and Brian J. Smith about queer representation and what fans can expect from this thriller. Kate, your character Poet is kind of seen as the caretaker, or the one who wants to be a caretaker, and then, as we see in this three timeline structure, she realizes she's a part of a system that maybe isn't exactly what she thought it was going in, or maybe it's changed over time.
It's something that I think a lot of us can relate to when you're whether you're brought up a certain way, believing certain things about an organization or a system or a church or whatever it is, and then you learn certain things just from experience or through life or through growing up, and your eyes are open to maybe the truth of whatever that place is that you've sort of idealized in your mind. And I think that the realization of that and having to sort of readjust your mentality and your beliefs, I think is a real struggle that a lot of people deal with in different ways in their lives.
And then, Brian, I wonder, would you touch on this idea of, I know that the system was created to maybe stop horrible things from happening, but then becomes a bit of a thought police situation, which I think is really prescient in a time that we're in with AI and everything that's going on. And I wonder if you would talk about that aspect of the series and how Lennox fits into that.
Well, it's really interesting how this whole AI data collection thing has become really prescient in the last couple months. It was not this big of a deal when we were filming this last year, and it's just exploded all of a sudden, and we're kind of like, whoa, man, I mean, it really didn't expect this. And Lennox is definitely, it feels like all of the characters are on a spectrum of like wanting this new technology and going full speed ahead with it. We have to do this. We have to be in control of it now. And then there's people like Lennox who are sort of like, wait, we need to think. Let's tap the brakes. This is going to get us into trouble down the line. And I got to say it, Lennox was kind of right at the end, you know, he would never say that, but he was kind of right.
Sepideh, you play this character who initially really feels as though she does not belong. There are some financial issues, and she just doesn't feel as though there's a place for her. I wonder, would you touch on that bigger picture of wanting to belong in this space that she doesn't feel is meant for her?
Yeah, I think this is a resonant theme that many of us can relate to. I for sure can relate to it, and that's what struck me initially about the character is how sort of displaced she feels in everywhere that she goes, and she feels like an outsider until she finds, her how she's able to apply her own skills, her own, area of expertise and genius to a greater cause. I think the first time that you see her, she's kind of spiraling out of control. And you don't realize until later episodes why this is so, such a vulnerable topic for her.
Thank you so much to Kate, Sepideh, and Brian for joining me. I've only seen 3 episodes, but I'm loving the series so far. Class of '09 is streaming now on FX. You can visit us on the Advocate Channel YouTube page and subscribe for more. I'm Tracy E. Gilchrist, and that's what's happening in entertainment.